Hello everyone and welcome. This is Wes and I am finally playing video games on my channel. This will be my first upload to YouTube. It will also probably be my this isn't my first upload to YouTube. This is my first public upload to YouTube. My other ones were unlisted and those were shared only to FimFiction users. In which case, if you guys are from FimFiction, let me know in the comments section if you're cool with that. And let me know what you think about me actually doing some more videos with my voice and maybe even my face later. I don't actually plan on putting my face in these things, but I don't know, I might later. I'm building up kind of the confidence to just talk for once, and I'm trying to do it this time without a script, so without further ado, let's start playing this game. An interesting thing that you might, that some of you actually might know, is where my username online comes from. I'm xsnaggerwest pretty much everywhere, you know, including YouTube, and FimFiction, and this name actually comes from this game, which I think I should explain it later, but I'll just, you know, for now use the default name, Wes, for my character. And I'll actually be quiet during the intro. So, as you just saw, I basically blew up a base and stole this thing on my left arm and ran off on my epic motorcycle, which I don't think I can get in the shot here. I can't. With my loyal partners Espeon and Umbreon. These two people are who I run into first. I ran out from the from Echo Canyon to the outskirts stand here. I don't think I'm going to read their dialogue very much, but I'll start out by doing it anyway. We sure pigged out, eh? I love chowing down after a job. It adds the flavor, I swear. Yeah, we bagged ourselves a great catch, too. Boss will be sure to fix us up with big rewards, too. It doesn't get any better than this. Oh, you poor souls, you have no idea where that your downfall is coming, and so soon, too. Okay, so, without really anything to do, if I try to leave here and follow them, turns out I have no idea where they're going. The only place I can go is the outskirts stand here, so I'm just going to stay here. And I'm going to go inside. Check out what's going on in here. Authorities have made a stunning announcement on the mysterious building that exploded in Echo Canyon. That's where I was just coming from. It was Team Snag'em's hideout. Team Snag'em is a gang of Pokemon abductors who have already been marked for arrest. The hideout was discovered only as a result of the explosion. By the time the police arrived, the ruined building had already been abandoned. The cause of the explosion is under investigation. It should become apparent eventually. So, what she basically said is that they didn't know where this base was before, and apparently the base that it was belonged to some people that were notable. So, let's start talking to some people. You're a Pokemon trainer too, aren't you? In this game? Yeah, sure, I am, I guess. I can tell. And you're good. I can see it in your eyes. I bet your Pokemon are impressive too. If the opportunity ever arises, I'd like to have a battle with you. Though I doubt I'd have any chance of beating you. Oh, come on, pink-haired guy. Don't say it like that. You gotta have some confidence or you never will win. Let's see. You know, I don't quite understand what happened, but having your hideout blow up on you, crime doesn't pay, I guess. So, we know more about this Team Snag'em. They're criminals. I live a crime-free life, so nothing's going to blow up on me. Wahahaha. Yeah, it's funny. Don't always know, man. There's no forgiving that Team Snag'em. They don't deserve it, not when they steal Pokemon from trainers. And now we know what they do. Awesome. Why, I'd give a hip hip hooray if they were wiped out with their wrecked hideout. Well, I won't comment on that matter. Hey, do you know about Team Snag'em? Well, I do now, actually. They're a seriously nasty lot. There's no telling how many trainers have suffered at their hands. So apparently Team Snag'em is a lot like Team Rocket in that they steal Pokemon, so I don't know. I haven't seen your face around these parts. A traveler, huh? Not that it matters any. I don't know where you might have come from, but relax and stick around a while. I'd actually like to, if I could. I can't sit down here. So, without really anything else to do, I'm gonna leave. Yo, wait up. So this guy's name is Willie, and apparently after he got a good look at us, he would want to battle us, like he said he wanted to. He's compelled to. Yeah. So, I know that many other people have played this game on YouTube before. It's a really good game, you know, I can't turn that down. This is my favorite game, that's why I named my username, or that's why I made my username after this game, after this character specifically. Not Willie, but Wes. But yeah, I felt like doing something a little above, or a little beyond, you know, my comfort zone or whatever, just to kind of, not really to fill my time, but maybe just, I don't know, get myself out there, say hi to the crowd, talk to you guys, which, you know, since this is what I'm doing, since I'm doing this to talk to you guys, to communicate with you guys, feel free to leave comments and chat with me, and, you know, heck, you can even criticize how I'm playing the game, even though I don't really care that much. Or you can criticize how I'm playing the game, yeah. You can criticize how I'm recording and all that stuff. The way I want to do this is I'm not actually going to go through any edits. I'm just going to, like, just ramble and play the game. Because I don't know how to video edit it. And maybe later on in the future, I'm going to work on learning how to video edit. And that might give me an excuse to upgrade my computer later as well. I've tried streaming games while playing them, and I've tried streaming while recording as well, and that just simply didn't work out well. My network doesn't like, or my network card doesn't like to handle that thing well, so I'm just gonna record these locally and then maybe upload them to YouTube later. This will be like my first video in that I'm just gonna try to upload it without caring about the quality of it, without really thinking about it too much. Same thing with everything I'm saying too, you know, I'm probably talking a little quickly or rambling and stuff like that, and that's just because I'm not comfortable with this sort of thing, so I'm going to try not caring and just getting on with it. And already I've actually broken a big rule of Let's Play series stuff, and that's that I don't have a drink next to me. I never thought of that, and I'm not gonna pause the recording to do that either. So he just told us, well, we'll have him say it again. Fenac City's out west, and I pronounce it Fenac City. Is out west from here. I can ride my bike and get there. Worn gears on the floor. I can ride my bike out to Fenac City, and he's talking about there being more strong trainers there. So that's kind of a point of interest to us, and frankly the only place we can go. So let's go. And I do have a timer on. I'm going to try to keep each upload 15 minutes or around 15 minutes, not less than, because I'm not good at timing and stuff like that. And I'm not going to do a next time on, because obviously this isn't a post-process. This isn't me talking post-process, this is me talking while I'm playing the game. So, there it is. So, these guys are apparently handling somebody that they tied up and put in a bag. Since I overheard us, I don't have any choice. They want to battle. And already I'm getting into the game and starting to do more battles against these guys, rather than just Willie. So this guy's team is kind of pathetic if you play Pokemon or anything, but it's also one of the nicer things about this game. Your Pokemon start out at level 26 and 25, respectively. You have an Umbreon and an Espeon to start out with, which are two evolutions. They're my favorite evolutions, actually. And oops, no, don't bite your partner. The one is Psychic and the other is Dark type, and they're actually pretty powerful. This Espeon, you see this Espeon taking out Pokemon in one hit, barely even trying. Of course, that's how most games are. Or actually, the first games you have to attack them quite a few times because you're on an equal level, but the level's low. But in this one, it gives you a little bit of an advantage with stats and everything like that. And as you can see, the Umbreon's actually pretty strong too. To be honest, I actually enjoy this game a lot because of these starters, because of these Pokemon that you start out with that you can play with the entire game. Whereas other games, you get, one of the elemental starters as usual. But yeah, that's one of the nicer things about this game. You start out at a higher level, you start out with different starters, and it's technically not even a main series game. They consider it a side series game. Although I don't like to consider that because, whatever. You can trade with the main games with this one. You can battle with the main games. It's pretty much canon as far as I'm concerned. But I don't know. That's one thing to talk about. Do you guys consider this a main series game if it's just a side series? So those kidnappers just dropped their bag of person here, this bagged person here, and they ran off. So yeah. So I'm gonna undo the knot. I'm not totally cruel. And whoa, she wasn't there. So they kidnapped this person, and now we just have to wonder why. This person saved you from those thugs. Yeah, I won't consider that. I didn't really do much. So I'm named Wes. Her name is, I'm gonna leave it with default, her name is Rui. I don't know what her name is in the Japanese version, but it's kind of funny because Wes's name in the Japanese version is also a Western name, strangely, which leads me to believe, or leads other fans to believe, that this city here is based on Phoenix City in Arizona, and that's why the terrain is the way it is. Those guys, did they use a peculiar Pokemon? A peculiar Pokemon? No, they looked ordinary to me. What do you mean by peculiar? Oh, no, that's fine then. So she's not going to tell us. She's not going to tell us why they kidnapped her or about the funny Pokemon that they apparently were using or might not have been using. And so she doesn't want to impose, but she wants me to escort her. I'm going to say okay, just because... Even if you had the option to play the entire game without this character following you, I probably would, because there's not a lot of Pokemon games where you get something to follow you. There's Yellow version, there's Heart Gold and Soul Silver, and there's this version. And a little bit in XD, but I don't really know if that counts. Now to check my Pokemon and see if they're actually healed up. They're not. So what I'm going to do is... you know what? I don't even care to heal my Pokemon right now. What I'm going to do is I'm going to make them work even harder. Let's do this. Let's go into this place. This place is the pre-gym. This is where we will do our first training, and I think I have time for at least one round before I sign off. So I'm gonna do another battle for you guys, and then we'll see where everything goes. So that up there was Justy. Justy's cool. Justy runs the pre-gym. He also has a pretty badass team. Oh yeah, and just a fair warning, this isn't really, I'm not really making this a family-friendly kind of Let's Play thing. Anything I post on my YouTube channel or anywhere else will, it'll probably have swear words and stuff like that, even though I'll try to keep it down as much as I can. I can't make any guarantees, especially if I upload my live streams. What I want to do with those live streams is actually have the chat showing, and, I can't control what people in the chat say, since most of the people in chat are people that show up because they follow the games that I'm playing on Twitch. So, as you can probably have figured out, my strategy is to basically attack both Pokemon at the same time, instead of attacking one at a time and taking that turns on them and anything like that. And these are fairly simple battles. And, you know, take them as they go. They'll only take like two, maybe 3 turns tops to complete until you get to the later ones where they'll have more on their team. And this one didn't even hurt me because they didn't, because they flinched. So that's nice. So I've always thought that these trainers in the pre-gen kind of have pun-like names. This trainer's name is Botan, and it kind of reminds me of the word botany, and he happens to have grass-type Pokemon, which is kind of funny. The next trainer I think is Liqui, and she has water-type Pokemon. And the other, I think the last two don't really have matching names or anything like that, but I still think that it's kind of funny how they're named. They might also be named after something about the type of the Pokemon that they use, but it's kind of hard to tell. However, unfortunately, I am out of time for this episode, this video, whatever you want to call it. So I hope you all have enjoyed it, at least some, and I will see you guys sometime soon, I hope. I'm gonna try to keep recording after I do this video, so hopefully you guys won't be left in the dark with nothing to watch later. I'm gonna try to be pretty consistent with these, although I don't have a recording schedule and I don't think I ever will. But yeah, let me know in the comments section if you enjoyed, and if you liked this video, like it. If you disliked it, you can dislike it too, because that helps me, I guess. And yeah, stay tuned. See ya.